Hey everybody, I'm Blitz. Welcome to another Planet Coaster video. So this video is also the pre-alpha version and the last of the pre-alpha video that I have. And this was recorded in part of the Planet Coaster press event that I attended that Frontier flew me out and paid for my trip to go there. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to take a couple minutes, go through an already existing park that they had made up, and then we're going to go into our own world. We're going to play with some of the flat rides, play with some of the scenery, and go from there. So I was taking a look at the different people here. You can see the different people groups, and there's a gal with some green hair and a whole bunch of unique styles to it. So there's not too many variants of people yet, and some of the animations kind of overwrite, but it's still alpha, and the things work really well that are coming in there. I thought this was a funny sign that said coming soon. It's a good place to hold a spot for a ride. I thought that was really unique and a good idea. But we got a lot of jumbled up mess in this back corner. We got a roller coaster. We've got a couple rides. This is the Victory, and the Victory is kind of the pirate ship one that goes back and forth and back and forth. It's currently empty, and then we're going to get some people in there. The people are filing in. It just opened up, and I saw this kid. I hadn't seen this kid before, and I thought it was really cool that we have this really unique character, and then we flash to the screen and we see four girls of the same thing, and then there's the girl in the background with the same glasses on. So it was just interesting that like everyone moves at the same time, and I was reassured by the developers sitting right next to me that it is still pre-alpha and that they're going to go for it. You can see the animations there are the same exact thing too. But they're just excited. The people are excited, and they're excited at the same exact times. I really do hope they fix that, because that's one of the bigger complaints that I had, which is saying not much, because the game ran pretty smooth for what I played. So we're going to ride a roller coaster now. This is something I hadn't seen in the preview or all of the dev diaries and live streams that I'd watched. They hadn't shown any of this, so I thought you guys might like to see it. There are a couple different camera controls. We have like a panoramic view and what is it called? There's another view that allows you to take like, I forget, it's this view. I forget the name of it. It might be panoramic. I can't read it on the screen, but it shows like a cinema style footage, and then we can go through it. Eventually I'm going to go into first person mode and we'll ride the roller coaster on our own. There it is. It looks really good, doesn't it, for a pre-alpha version of a game. I was really excited going on this. Unfortunately, the sounds aren't in the game in this video because all of my audio got corrupted. Oh, we're going through the train too, so you can see that there's a hole that was bored through it. I thought that was really neat. I can't wait to play with the terrain editor either, and that wasn't in this version as well. So I couldn't build roller coasters, I couldn't play with the terrain on camera because it was crashing, and then we'll be able to do that hopefully starting tomorrow. I don't know about the terrain yet, but all of the sound in the game, one of the sound guys came to America, or a couple of them came to America, and they rode a bunch of roller coasters and went to a theme park, and they recorded all of the audio from that, and they're using those in the game. So that's kind of just a really quick view at one of the existing parks. And then I wanted to go into one of our own, just make up our own park and play with some of the flat rides and play with some of the scenery, and then talk about like the people in it. Because I had recorded this video after I had recorded the first one, but I didn't realize how much content was in the first one. So I just messed around and had some fun. I learned a lot from my mistakes of playing it the first 30 minutes, and it was a lot better the second time around. I understood the camera controls a lot better, and some of these controls too. You can see me like needling through the trees. The trees would have blocked it. It doesn't automatically delete the trees. So we made a little horseshoe at the end, or a cul-de-sac, or a loop-de-loop, or whatever you want to call it. And we're going to put a ride right in the middle of it. Pay special attention if I zoom in. Like this ride, every one of the seats in there is like unique, and it's been the art has been done. It's not like some shell over the top of it. It's an actually unique item in each one of the little bin things, whatever they're called. Carousels? Nope. I don't know. But you can see it's a little bit easier when you get a straight line to finish off the queue and stuff like that. So the next thing I found was this rock, and I thought to myself, I said, Self, why don't we try to make an archway over the top of it using other rocks, placing scenery on scenery? And it worked. We're going to try to build up an archway over this thing. And you can see shift click ups and downs where you can move it, and then control turns it on the flat radius, the horizontal axis, not radius. So the shift brings up and down. If it goes black, you can see the bottom of it's a little black, and that means it's underground. It was a little difficult to place in an order, but that's mainly because I hadn't worked in 3-dimension building of anything before in this game. Place some rocks all the way across the top of it, so they have to walk through a nice little rock archway to get into the ride. And I did place a couple on the ground. You can see how it goes black there. There's a black, and then there's like the gray of the actual rock. So that's when it's in another one, and it should stay pretty good. So click on it. Delete key on the keyboard worked. There is the tool in the bottom right corner. You can see way down there, that's a bulldozer. That wasn't in the game yet. So, hopefully that gets added in, because it was kind of annoying to click on everything and have to go with it. The next thing, I'm going to put some ferns on here. Trying to make a nice little archway over top, and it looks pretty good. I like the way that turned out. Now people are starting to file in, and they're coming in pretty quickly. So the way the game works is it calculates like how many seats and how much storage in queue there are. So you can't have too many people for the rides. That was kind of a cool deal. They said they modeled that after real theme parks and amusement parks. There's a set capacity of the park, and it's based on how many people can fit in the rides and on the pathway. So I thought that was kind of neat. So we put in another Venturi ship. I like this one. It's one of my favorite. Great. I mess up the queuing again. I had a really tough time with creating the queuing. It wasn't intuitive to me. I hope they tweak it a little bit. They were taking notes on the things I was doing. And you can see that. I picked the black one, and it actually changed the bottom underneath the ship from the gray pathway to the black pathway. I thought that was really cool. I didn't catch that when I was playing it, but rewatching here and re-recording the audio over it, I noticed that. This thing we're going to ride this thing in a little bit on full speed. That's a really cool ride. I don't know where they got it from or which one it is, but that would be really intense to go on, if you ask me. You'll see here in a little bit when we go ride it. So I hooked up the pathways to it, didn't take you guys with that. Turned on both of those things, and now you can see we're going to delete some of the trees and add in another one here. But you can watch the people fly in, or they're going to go on the rides and then they're going to leave. And watch the way they move. I thought that was kind of the coolest thing that I saw. I'm an engineer, I work with water in my day job, and watching the people move like in fluid dynamics of they get to a choke point and they kind of group up and they choke up. And then they get to a big wide area. That's why I use the wide paths to let as many people through and as fast as possible. And they said it's a good idea sometimes if you have like a choke point and then you have all your shops there, so that people want to go visit the shops a little bit, or they have nothing else to do, so they pick the shops. So I thought that was neat. You can see all the people flying through, and they go on the right side and then the left side, whatever the closest walkway is. It's not used, and then they come off the ramp too. And everything kind of merges together nicely. I thought that was awesome. But that's just a nerdy thing that I recognized. Oh yeah, now we're going to ride this ride on full speed. Oh, that's horrible. I had to click off of it really fast because I got nauseous when I played it. It's on the camera's on the fastest speed, or the game speed is fastest. I thought it would be fun to do, and we get more people walking through. So we were going to play with the King Coaster and some of the other different scenery aspects here. Put a nice little logo on the top of the archway. I don't remember if I played with any of the lighting. I should have. It's something looking back at this video, like, man, I really should have played with the lighting, because there's a lot that you can accent. And they said in the full release game that they want the lighting and the scenery to impact how, what's the word? I was going to say genuine, but that's not quite it. Authentic that the ride is. So if you have like a themed area that's really got some good scenery to it, then the people will enjoy the ride better, and they'll enjoy the area better. They won't get as tired if you have benches set up and stuff like that, or if you have toilets like I'm playing with here. I had to play with the toilets. I thought we would try it and see what we could do. Put down a toilet right on the exit to the Venturi. You can see the people waiting in line. It's really neat. And then I wanted to add some embellishment to it. See if we can get some of the scenery objects on it. These things were additional exits for rides, and they were just in testing basically. So let's get a star. We'll throw a star on top. It's like, come this way for the King Flusher. I thought that was funny. The developer was laughing at me like I was a ding dong. Little does he know that I actually am a ding dong. So I think I tried putting windows. Yeah, I put windows on the side. He didn't like that either. He thought I was weird. But yeah, windows on the side of the toilet. You can't set prices for anything yet, or I would have set that as high as I could have. Put it like trap people in an area and then set the toilet prices really high and put the drinks really cheap so they get stuck in there and they have to buy my toilet space. Yep, that's what I did back playing the other games. So you saw the duplicate button too, so you just click on a building and you can duplicate it really, really easily. So I thought that was neat. You just click on it and you have a brand new one, and they're right there. And then you can put trees. I was testing to put trees on top of King Coaster there. It works. I mean, you can have trees. You can't put a tree on a ride though. So you can't put the scenery on a ride itself, but you can create a building around a ride. That was kind of neat to test out. I saw some of the other guys doing that. So I'm going to put up a Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel didn't agree with me all the way, so I had to reset it and make the entrance a little bit better again. I had, obviously, the queuing with me was the most difficult part. I can't get it to place because it's on a hillside, so we're going to place it over here. And then I placed it too close to the pathway, and it just does not work right. But this Ferris wheel was one modeled after Disney, one of the Disney parks. It's really cool. We'll zoom in on it later and look at it. I would not want to ride it in real life, though. It looks kind of sketchy. We have the typical scrambler here. Scrambles you around, mixes in circles. Octopus, whatever you want to call it. And then we got like Medusa's Wrath or something weird over here. I like both of those. I just wanted to place them down to look at them. I didn't really hook them up. Oh, it's like a little Dumbos pulling a little cart. Huh, that's cool. I didn't notice that before. I was making a joke about the developer's mom with that character on the top. He chuckled. He took it wholeheartedly, not and I was glad about that because it could have gone the wrong way. So I got the hammer swing here too. I placed this down just to look at it, and I can't get it to hook up, so we just kind of skip past it and go to a different ride again. What I want to do now is go into the scenery placing, and we're going to kind of beef up and make this area a little bit pirate themed. We'll put some treasure chests down to look at when you go up and wait for the ride. We'll put a big archway over top, and then we'll hang some goodies over the archway. So the control key moves it on that axis. You can just spin it in circles, put it down correctly. Look at that! That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Too bad the nighttime gets in our way, we can't see. Put an anchor on the top, move the anchor around. Oh, we'll put that down on the bottom. Forgot. Can I flip it? I don't remember what I did with it. Let me just put it right. Okay. That'll do. Got a nice little anchor at the bottom of it. And then we'll put some of these tentacles. I like the tentacles. And we'll slide them under the ground here eventually. He goes, you know, you could just move it under the ground. I was like, oh yeah, why don't we do that? So instead of using the terrain editor, we can just slide it directly down. It goes underground, and you get this tentacle that comes up out of the ground and scares people as they're here. I like that. This is one of my favorite parts of the game. So if there's like animatronics that they're adding in, there's all sorts of really neat things you can put in. It's all redded out where you can't have it where it's touching the other ones, but yeah, little tentacle going crazy, coming out of the ground. Kind of want like a swampy or a water area. That's something I had asked about, and they were hoping to get water in pretty soon. I don't know when pretty soon was, but they're hoping in one of the future updates. And water rides will be in too. So rest assured on those, we can have a nice little gremlin, octopus, kraken thing in the middle of a water ride. That'll be fun. And then the sunken boat to go with the bigger boat. Just one there. I like the way that I embellished this entrance. Looked pretty cool to me. That's one thing I'm really looking forward to, is making like a themed area of each park. And right now there's only 2 themes in the game. We have the pirates, and then we have like a sandstone-y thing. And there's also some like futuristic or coaster-based stuff. I thought that was cool. I'm hoping they'll add more I'm hoping to add mod tools to the game too. I tried prying their brain on that, and they weren't really budging. Oh, this is the ride too. Look at how it swings, where it comes down and the thing swings around. They actually added a ladder on there too, so they tried doing things as authentic as they could, but there's no way to get into the center on that big star. So, whatever. Yeah, you can see the carts floating around in circles. Really good job with the animation on it. Oh, it stopped now. You can't watch it go. Alright, so what is next on our list? Go away, Ferris Wheel. Nobody wants to see you anymore. I should re-edit this, shouldn't I? Nah, just kidding. We'll just go into it. Okay, I think the next thing we do is we look at, we look at some of these. Oh, we're playing with the toilets again. Oh yeah, little awnings over it. And, I wanted to look, oh wait, there's the lighting too. Wanted to look at the lights. So you can see how it casts a little bit of a light beam. We still have that stupid tree on top of the King Coaster. Heh. But those lights cast a shadow, so if there was something high on the other side of King Coaster, there'd be a shadow on it at nighttime. We'll turn it, get the lights on it to brighten it up. I don't know if it shows up later or not. I don't remember if it gets dark again. But we do have a couple lights and adding some more pieces of scenery in. What is this thing? Oh, a skull. We'll add the skulls on the side. The pirate. That's really cool. The ability to add those things in. What else are we going to do? Put in some lights on it? Or the cutlasses. That's what I'm adding in. It's cutlass on the top. I mean, just in like 30 seconds, we just took a generic entry point, put in 2 chests and archway, and it looks so much better. As long as we could be able to change the terrain in the future to make it sandy area, have like different bones and stuff sticking out of the ground, that'd be really, really neat. I'm really looking forward to how this game fully develops. If you can't tell, I'm excited. It's not just that I went to a press event, it was actually I really enjoyed my time and playing the game. One thing I did ask was, like, everyone is walking in packs, and I didn't understand it. Like, look at it, you got 4 people, and you got 2 people, and you got 4 people. Everyone's walking in a group. And they said it's like a regular theme park. Nobody really goes by themselves. They always go in like a couple or a family unit. You got a couple kids walking around with mom and dad. So that's what they tried to go for, is they try to create these little groups. Everyone behaves on their own. They have their own collision box, but they kind of act as a family group too, where you can move in and everyone's together. Someone getting tired yet? There's the green-haired lady again that we talked about at the beginning, with twins, or quadruplets. Identical quads, look at that. And green-haired lady. And little kids walking in too. You got a hipster in there. Oh, there's King Coaster himself. I like him. That's a pretty good little mascot. You can watch, there's going to be some clipping there, where he's too big. They said he's too big. He's just kind of a larger-than-life mascot, where they weren't allowed to, or they didn't set his collision blocks the full size. We got a giant pirate here. I forget his name. He's got a little confetti gun blasting kids. And everyone has their own set of animations where even the mascots can get tired. But these guys could be hired when the game comes out later. They can be hired and fired. If they get fired, they have a different animation if they're sad. So it was kind of cool looking at all that stuff and talking to the developers about it. I really wish I would have had the audio from it, but it was really, really, really bad. So yeah, here's another groups of people together, and I don't know what else I did. Oh yeah, this is what I tried, making like a Venturi Meter where I could close down. That's engineering talk again. I think it's Venturi Meter, where you close down an entryway. You can constrict it so you can measure people or measure the flow better. I was also trying to get it to clog with all the people coming through, and I'll add in some of the entrances, the ride entrances for these 2 rides here, the Scrambler and the Octopus thing. Yeah, it was kind of neat trying to get it to clog up. One of the guys successfully did get it to clog, and the people started backing up. It was something weird, and they made note of it so they could fix the bug. But yeah, it worked pretty well. It wasn't, I mean, they were actually clogged, like they totally got stuck. There were a lot of things, some crashes that happened, and other things. Ooh, he's glowing now, because we have the lights on him. Isn't that cool? He's got the little glow going on. And I should have added more lights into, like, on that archway and the entrance into all the rides, because it does get dark. And that's not something I was... I didn't really recognize that when I was playing it. You kind of get like what's the word? I don't remember the word. Tunnel vision. There it is. You get tunnel vision when you see things happening. You get focused on one thing without recognizing it. I didn't have. I mean, this is like an hour into the entire gameplay. I was kind of. Everything works well. I mean, it's a solid build for being pre-alpha. I'm really looking forward to how the game goes in the future. But yeah, that's about all I've got for you guys today. We're going to jump in tomorrow. We're going to do some full-on rides and try to do some of the roller coaster, messing around with it, and have some more fun with the game. It's going to be kind of a tough series to record because, I mean, we built an entire park here in 20 minutes. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. If you are, let me know and keep your stick on the ice. We'll catch you next time.